Okay, folks, welcome back to Battle for Wesnoth. We're picking up right where we left off. It is the end of the first scenario. We've leveled up Conrad. We've leveled up Lisar, our Elvish Ranger, who used to be an Elvish Archer. And we are ready to move on to Scenario 2. Blackwater Port. We can see on the little map we're actually traveling from the Aethenwood up to Blackwater Port. Pretty cool. We should be able to board a ship at Blackwater Port, but it seems the orcs are heading there too. Rebels who hate Ashavir and are loyal to the memory of the king desperately hold the port, as it is one of the only places where they can ship supplies and weapons. Delphador, some orcs are following us. We must make haste. Delphador, my old friend, we had heard of your coming and of the attacks on the elves. It is good to see you again, though I would prefer it were not in such sad times. Note, Sir Kalen is a level 3 unit, a Grand Knight. Look at his attacks, he's incredibly powerful. And he has a ton more HP than most units too. This is why leveling up units is important. Conrad, this is Kalen, one of the mightiest of the Horse Lords and one of the few who is willing to oppose the Dark Crown. Rumor has it that his lance has slain 50 men and 100 orcs. It seems the orcs have come here too to try to wrest this port from our hands. Our defenses are still weak, but reinforcements will arrive soon. We will help you fight them off until the reinforcements arrive. With your help, we have hope we can fend them off, but you must not tarry here long, for your survival is even more important to our cause than the strength of the port. A ship is due here in 2 days. Surely it will be able to take you to safety. And the ship will take us to Alduin? Yes, we will sail to the Isle of Alduin, my home, Conrad, and the home of many magi. I will send one of my horsemen to serve under you. I offer you my support, Conrad, and the support of my men. From now on, you will be able to recruit horsemen. And then this is just tutorial stuff, basically. So he's talking about, since this is the base campaign to the game, this little dialogue is going to teach you how to use horsemen and why they're different from your elven units. So, elves are good in the forest. Horsemen, out on the plains, horsemen are cavalry, so they don't have great defensive stats, but they have a charge attack, and I will show you how that works. So yeah, remember that you can recall experienced units from past battles. This mechanic is hugely important in campaigns. So here we get Haldiel the Horseman. Greetings, young master, I pledge myself to your service. Haldiel is loyal, and he's strong. Yeah, he's loyal. This is the explanation that Delphador gives here. Take care to use them cautiously in battle, lest they fall. That's very true. You have to be very careful. And we can either survive 12 turns or defeat the enemy leader. So, Haldiel. He is lawful. That means he gets a damage bonus during the day. He's loyal and strong, and he has an attack that says 20. And that's because it has the charge special. So when you attack with a charge attack, not when you are attacked and retaliating, but when you launch an attack, it deals double damage to the target, but it also means you take double damage back. So charge attacks they're not suicide attacks, but you have to deploy them very, very carefully. Basically, you charge when you know for a fact that you can kill the person you're charging at, and ideally, you'd want to be able to kill them in one hit. If you can kill someone in one hit with a charge, then it's very powerful. And since they do so much damage, if you can weaken a unit even somewhat, you can often kill them in one shot with a charge, especially if you catch them on bad terrain. Now, horsemen get 40% defense in the open and in villages. They get 30% in forests and 40% on hills. So they don't get high defense anywhere. You do not want to use horsemen and cavalry in general as defensive units. You want to use them offensively. We're going to start off by stealing a whole bunch of villages from our friends here. Look at his little happy trotting animation. Now we're going to start recalling some units. We're going to recall Lisar, the Elvish Ranger. We're going to recall this Elvish Shaman because she's about Raniel, because she's about halfway leveled up. So we're going to recall her. Now, these two are both strong and resilient, which is a great combination of traits, and they have a little bit of experience. We're not going to recall the Archer because 8 is not enough experience to waste money on, and recalling is more expensive than recruiting. We are going to recall this Elvish Fighter. Then, in terms of recruitment, you can see recalling just takes 20 gold. So, fun fact, it is actually cheaper to recall horsemen than it is to recruit them, because they cost 23 gold to recruit. We're going to recruit a second horseman. Horsemen, especially leveled up horsemen, are very, very effective. And then we're going to recruit 2 Elvish archers. Finally, Conrad is going to go grab that village to ensure that we remain positive in terms of gold income. Up here you can see Sir Kalen has himself, the Grand Knight. He has a very powerful charge attack. That's not actually counting his charge bonus. It's 34 when he attacks. Plus he has a very powerful longsword attack that gets multiple strikes. He has 2 level 2 units, which are loyal here. Swordsmen, who have a fairly solid melee attack, and they also, if we look at the unit description, they also have some damage resistances because they wear heavy armor. They're resistant to impact damage, they're resistant to blade damage, and they're resistant to arcane magical damage. So they take 20% less damage from all those types of attacks. Swordsmen are a very solid defensive unit. And you may notice, as a level 2 unit, they have a lot more HP than most of our units do. They even have more HP than Conrad. They have a very similar melee attack, and more HP, plus, I believe, better resistances. Yeah, he only has the arcane resistance. Conrad pays for that because he has leadership, which gives lower level units next to him a bonus, and he has a ranged attack, which gives him a lot more flexibility. So we're going to end the turn. In this scenario, the orcs are only recruiting level 1 units. Kalen has actually recruited a level 2 unit, a knight. This is what horsemen can level up into. And you can see, knights are very, very effective. They have the charge attack that horsemen have, but they also have an effective sword attack. Excuse me, my throat got all funny there for a second. So they're very efficient at fighting in the open, and that is really what you want them for. So we're going to move up into these woods. Our goal here is going to be to push against the orcs. Once again, we're going to milk the orcs for experience. It'll be easier in this scenario. Our goal is by the time they hit us, which will be around nighttime. The scenario is timed so that the orcs tend to hit us when they're strongest. We want to be in this patch of woods right here, and basically force them to attack us from the open ground up here and across this road. In the woods, we'll have a very strong defensive advantage, and we will manipulate that mercilessly. We're going to grab this this village since we can. Let's get another Elvish Shaman. I'm also going to get an Elvish Scout or two, because not because Scouts are super powerful units, but because for campaign, I really like the units they level up into. And I've got 1 Elvish Fighter. I'm going to recruit another Elvish Fighter to go with my Archers. Elvish Archers tend to be the units that level up first, because they have powerful ranged attacks that orcs have trouble retaliating against effectively, but Elvish Fighters level up into very useful units as well. And we'll move Delphador up there, just in case we need to ward off a Wolf Rider or something. So, more Knights are being recruited. Knights are fantastic units, however, launching them one by one into the oncoming Orcish hordes will get them killed, especially at night. There's no real way to stop that, unfortunately, and the orcs in this scenario do have quite a bit of recruitment power. We're going to send this horseman down. We're not going to be using the horsemen as frontline troops, so it's okay to kind of pull them back for now. And you can see we can easily reach this patch of woods that we want to be in very, very quickly. So we've got our archers up front. We've got a shaman behind them. We're going to put Delphador right there. This scout is going to run up and grab that because we need it more than Sir Kalen does. And basically we're going to try to set up to receive the enemy attack during the night. It's afternoon now, so the next turn will be evening. The turn after that will be the first watch of the night, and they'll all be getting their damage bonus. We're going to receive the attack during the night, try to hold kind of along this line. We may even move into these woods and hold here, although that's less good because then they have hills to fight from. And then push up back in the morning. Conrad... I'm actually going to pull Conrad forward because I'm probably not going to get to recruit a whole lot more during this scenario. Ideally here, I'm going to feed kills to my Elven Fighter and level him up, and it would be nice to also feed some experience to my Shaman, level her up, and then whatever's left over I'm going to try to get to my Scout because I want an Elvish Rider and eventually an Elvish Outrider. Those are, as I said, I like them as units. They're not super powerful, but they're quite efficient. Now, these Orcish Grunts, they have high HP and they have a powerful melee attack that doesn't have many strikes, so they don't get many chances to hit you, but they hit you very hard when they do hit. Orcish Archers, by contrast, have pretty decent ranged attacks, and in particular they have a ranged fire attack, which is harder to resist than pierce damage, although some of my units are actually very vulnerable to pierce damage. Troll Whelps are units that regenerate, like the trolls in the last scenario. They have a weaker attack than the Orcish Grunts, but they regenerate 8 HP per turn. They also have access to the Fearless trait, so some of them fight normally. In fact, many of them fight normally during the daytime, don't take the damage penalty. So Orcish Grunts are dangerous en masse, basically, because they'll swarm in on you and they'll land their very, very hard-hitting attacks and do a ton of damage. Delphador I'm going to pull back, actually. This guy I'm going to put right there. We're going to put an archer there. Delphador can move down there to provide support, and we will get our shaman behind. And Conrad will move up here to provide a damage bonus to these guys. You can see their damage has just gone up because of leadership. It says plus 25%. The way it rounds, it actually tends to give less than a 25% bonus. But it's at least an extra point of damage, which is always nice. My horsemen, meanwhile, are pretty much going to stay down here and try not to get attacked. We'll occupy that village, and I may end up flanked by these three. Might have to fall the horsemen back, because what I want is basically, after I've weathered the attacks during the night, I want these horsemen to launch a charge and break the enemy during the morning. Now, this Elvish Ranger is actually invisible at the moment, but he's also in serious peril of being surrounded. There are 4 spaces that he could be attacked from, and all of them, well, 3 of them can be reached by enemy units. Well, all 4 if you include this Orcish Archer, and the AI does tend to take advantage of stuff like that. So, what I can do to mitigate that is I could move this Elvish Archer, who is a less valuable unit. Now, he does have 70% defense here, so he'll probably be alright. What I can do is push units out in order to cut off access to him. So I could throw Phalia over here right there, and move my Elvish Shaman to this space, where he can only be attacked, or she, sorry, can only be attacked by 1 person. Because they already can't get into the woods except for him. By moving the Elvish Archer here, I would stop him from being able to get into the woods, so he can only be attacked by 3 people at most. I think I'm going to do that. So yeah, now he can only be attacked by a maximum of 3 people. I may have to pull him back. But if I have to, I can do that because he can pull back through this space. And then I will put this Elvish Fighter right there and Delphador right there. Great. This knight should distract them. I'm also going to run over and steal that village because I need the money. This knight should distract some of these units because he's on bad terrain, so they will prefer to attack him. And he's going to... So that's the power of the lance charge. Unfortunately, he didn't quite kill that Orcish Archer. So it's going to get shots. Yeah, that knight is about to die and feed some experience to the orcs, unfortunately. And he's not even inflicting a whole lot of damage back. That's super sad. Yeah, see? But he did distract the enemy enough that they didn't manage to gang up on me. So I can probably kill this guy without too much trouble here, because I'll be able to pour arrows into him from 2 directions. And then hopefully I can feed the kill to the shaman. So let's have the ranger fire first. That was not nearly as effective as I was hoping. That guy needs to be cut off. We're going to move our Elvish Fighter over there and shoot at him. Need to make sure that we maintain a solid battle line. That is paramount. If we could kill him, it would be a good thing to do. That said, I don't think there's much value in exposing ourselves to get a kill right now. Like, I could send this guy out and kill that Orcish Archer. But in doing so, I would expose myself on 40% defense terrain, and he gets swarmed by like 3 or 4 units and hacked down. It's not worth losing a unit in order to kill an enemy unit. Likewise, this Elvish Scout could go to a couple of different places in order to start causing damage, but causing that damage is not worth the risk of losing the Scout, so we're just going to follow the Scout right back down to here. That guy can't quite reach my horseman. He is on 40% defense terrain, but if you see this, because of the knight bonus and the fact that he does high damage, he would actually be doing more damage back to me than my horseman would inflict. So attacking him right now, definitely not worth it. We're going to entangle this Orcish Grunt in order to slow him to have his damage. That will keep him from doing unacceptable amounts of damage. And this Archer, we're actually going to swap positions. That will maximize our total defense points, as it were. That means that we take the least damage overall that we can, which is our goal during the nighttime. Now, that knight is going to kill that archer. Yep, there we go. Good. But now the enemy is going to come in on us and do pretty significant damage. Ooh, that's bad. Probably not going to die, but still it's bad. Ooh, that was good. I love it when my enemy wastes turns missing. Oof. That knight is still going to go down this turn, though. If the enemy have any luck at all. Ooh, they might not. They might not get him. Nope, they're probably going to get him. I keep saying that, and yet... Okay, so this is one of the things that happens in Wesnoth sometimes. Sometimes you just get super, super lucky. And there's no reason for it. Ooh, and sometimes you get unlucky. I got a little bit unlucky there. Okay, what I want to do is I want to kill him with my shaman. Oh, he doesn't quite have low enough health. Okay. Let's think how this can go. This guy... probably dead. Might be able to save him by falling back. But I also need to keep my horsemen safe. So my horsemen are going to have to fall back to, like, here. That way, since they move very fast, they have 8 move points, so they can get back up and launch attacks through here fairly easily. The Elvish Shaman does not have high hit points. Killing that Troll Whelp would be a good idea. I don't think I can effectively save Harinel. Oh, well, actually I can. So here's what we're going to do. Move him back real quick. Let's blast that Troll Whelp. Okay, Troll Whelp dead. Fine. Let's... That knight is not going to continue to be a distraction for long. Let's sort of sacrifice the body. It's tricky, because this turn is the last turn where they can do, like, really gruesome damage to me. This knight is going to get a turn, but he may well... He only has 2 HP, so he can only count on getting 1 hit. And 1 hit probably isn't enough to kill any of these guys. Now, that troll is in terrible defensive terrain, 20%, so any attacks have an 80% chance to hit him. And that orcish grunt is also in bad defensive terrain. So one thing I could do here is I could push these 4 units up here and try to kill both of these guys in 1 turn. And if I could do that, that would be a very serious blow. These swordsmen might move out to fight that guy. I'm going to send one of my horsemen around this way. Down here, I don't really want Delphador left totally exposed. Let's entangle him. Move you back there. Actually, no. We're actually going to push over this way and put some damage on that grunt. Then this guy will attack the archer. Okay, very, very close to dead. 3 health. He's got 5 health left. Yeah, let's actually push a little bit. Okay, kill him. Great, that's a kill. So we're moving off of our preferred terrain, which is dangerous, but I feel like in this circumstance it's worth it, because we can actually wipe out a number of enemy units. Harinel is still going to die, probably. Actually, I might be able to save him by doing this. Nope, now I've... no, the dice did not favor me. I can get over there to limit my flanking possibilities. And... sending 2 units up there is just asking to get killed, because they've got a lot of potential damage dealing in that area. So, instead, let's come over this way. Get my archer right there. I might lose her, I might lose him. It's possible that I'll lose him, because he only has 20 health. And they've got a lot of damage right around him, so I may well lose him. He doesn't have very high experience, he has some experience though, so that's a little bit unfortunate. If he lives, he'll be okay. And, well, obviously if he lives, he'll be okay. If he lives, that'll be great. If not, it won't be a terrible, terrible loss, and it'll set one of these guys up to be killed by Raniel. which will get her quite close to leveling. Then, since I've set all this up, I can actually push Yitter back over here to set him up to attack one of these orcs in next turn. Actually, I'll move him up there so that he's ready to charge through the gap at dawn. Oh, good hit. Yeah, that was what I was hoping for. Yeah, and the knight goes down. We expected that. But he took one of them with him, which was what we hoped for. Yep, probably gonna lose him. Okay, good. Attacking the scout, that's fine. Attacking the shaman, that's not great, but expected. Yep, they're gonna kill her. Okay. Still alright. Oh, and he lived. Excellent. And the scout lived too. Okay, that was actually really great. That was an excellent turn. We took a lot of damage, but it was very spread out. Now we can shoot. Didn't kill, but now we can charge. So this is the situation where horsemen are good. We're gonna rush over here, kill him. Oh no. Kill him, there we go. Thank you. Miver. Miver is going to need to fall back to heal. We're gonna shoot him up a lot. I would really, really like to get Raniel a kill. Both of these guys have used up. I need to... Gotta do something about him, because otherwise he's gonna kill Thulor Eon. Like, immediately. Let's Delphador him, actually. Yeah, we're gonna have to Delphador him. I hate feeding Delphador kills, but in this situation it had to be done. Now, we can. So this fighter, also damaged but not critically. The gutsy play here would be to rush him over here to kill that orcish archer, but I can't support him if I do that. So it would basically be just gambling that he'll live, which is not a real high percentage to gamble at the moment with only 24 health. So instead, I think what I'll do is I'm going to move these guys out of the woods and kill this orcish grunt. 82%, 64%, but no retaliation damage. If he takes maximum damage, then he's boned. Let's actually go over here and just shoot that guy. Because then we can swing him around and kill this guy with him. Come on now. Okay, there we go. We got him. Alright. Harinel is in grave danger of dying, but if they focus on killing him, then they're not focused on killing any of my other units, which is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. This guy is about to get swordsmaned the hell. Orcish grunts do not have any business fighting swordsmen. Really, they don't. Especially not halfway leveled orcish grunts. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's alive. Oh, that was lucky. I am so happy that happened that way. Yeah, they are going to shoot at the horsemen. They love shooting horsemen. Okay, good. He's slowed, so he's not doing as much damage. And they also love sending melee units to attack archers, because of course, like, that's what you do with archers. Now, Harinel needs to run away. Let's finish off that troll whelp for the experience. Great. Let's have you take that, and you take that. Horseman, kill him, please. Thank you. And then, over on this side, we've got Delphador, a scout, we've got another horseman. One hit at 50% would take care of him. Let's try it. Shoot. That didn't work out. Okay, go take that village. I know we're spreading out more than would normally be considered wise, but we kind of have to. Let's actually move him and take her back down there. I'm going to put Delphador up there and blast. Delphador is an excellent crutch in this early part of the game. He really is fantastic. I'd like to make sure that this horseman doesn't die. They have... These orcs can potentially do 30 damage if all of their shots hit. And he only has 25 HP, so he only has to be hit 5 times. That's unlikely to happen, but not guaranteed not to happen, which means I want to kill him. If these 4 units are free to concentrate, however, they'll probably kill Heir. So I'm going to blast that archer right there with Delphador. Then I need this archer to probably just trade fire here, to be honest. And then let's take this guy over here and kill him in melee. More experience on the ranger is not bad because the ranger, the 3rd level ranger level up is great. So that horseman is safe. This horseman is still in some danger. 26. He could die, but it would require a lot of hits. Odds are low, and he's not the loyal one. Haldiel is the one who's been getting the experience. So I think we'll be alright for this turn. Meanwhile, those swordsmen, now that they've been activated, they're gonna, one of them at least is gonna come down here. And they're sending more knights, so great. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. And that. Oof. Okay, they missed 1 hit. Okay, he's gonna live. Alright. So, this horseman is going to beat a hasty retreat. Raniel, stand there. Horsemen, stand there. Mivir. Let's get these units over this way. That Orcish archer, we can engage in an archery contest real quick, because our archery is better. Now, 1 hit will kill him. There we go. Good job, Haldiel. Haldiel is about halfway there, a little bit more than halfway there, actually, but he is still living on a prayer. Let's try to kill this troll whelp with one of these two. It doesn't really matter which. Conrad can probably do it. And then we'll finish off another unit with Delphador. Yeah, Conrad got it. Alright. So now we'll move up here and lightning this Orcish archer as best we can. Wow, which wasn't actually very good. That is disappointing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that takes 2 points, so he can't move in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, he has to go around that space because of zone of control. Okay, great. So actually, I'm just going to move her back like that, and nobody will be able to reach her. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So we've got the horseman, and we've got this guy over here healing up. If you don't do anything during a turn, you actually heal 2 extra hit points, so each of these guys should heal 10. Or he should certainly heal 10. And that will be great. It's turn 9, so we only have 3 more turns if we want to actually kill Moloko Kimura over here. Don't think we're going to make that, but we are at least going to get a whole bunch of experience. Ow. Don't punch me. They're punching the mage. They are punching the mage. Rude. Super rude. Let's see if I can't level Haldiel. I can't. I cannot level Haldiel. These guys are coming for my scout, which I don't want. It's time to move up on this guy, I think. So let's do that. And they will... What's his damage? 8 times 2. Okay, first off, let's kill him. Great. Let's move down here and lay some bow whipping on him. Can you take him? No. Okay. Let's first attack with this guy, because I don't care less if he dies. And I really want her to get the kill. It's a misfest up in here. Oh, your staff would kill him in 1 hit. Alright, just take a shot at it. 25%. Nope. Get rid of him. Wow. Good job, Delphador. You really did it. You really made us proud. I'm so happy for you. Haldiel will come up here. And Thulor Eon. Thulor Eon does not want to be in a position to get beaten by both of those guys. So he... Heir could kill him in 1 hit. Wouldn't be worth it, though. Yeah, you just fall back. That knight is going to come in and provide a distraction, which is great. This guy's gonna die. Yep, there he goes. But that's okay. It means this guy has now moved into a position where we're going to murder him, and we're probably going to murder him as well. So that will be a decent ending to the scenario. So you get some bow fire. You do some bow fire. Excellent, 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 excellent. Just what I wanted. Great, so she's now almost leveled up. 4 more hit points and she'll be leveled. Move the archer down here. I want Haldiel to get another kill here, so let's get the... Yeah, let's get the archer up there, actually. If the archer kills him, it's not a big loss. But if not, Haldiel can come down and score him another kill. Now we need to block, because those people will try and kill Haldiel. So let's move him up there. Lay some more arrows down. And then move him up there. Not all the way up there, because that will probably open him up to being murdered. All we need to do is stop the archer from moving. So move the archer up there. That ranger can survive hits from probably all 3, to be honest, but just in case we can put him there. Or there. No, we kind of need him up there. Yeah, let's put Thulor Eon at risk. Delphador we don't want involved, and Ydir is still healing. If on our last turn we could get a kill with Haldiel, that'd be great, because that would put him 1 or 2 experience from leveling. Good job, man. You really did the side proud there. Oh, we might be able to kill him. Oh, he's come out. He has come out to fight. And this knight is going to block up a lot of the paths to protect him. And he's in the open. We might be able to kill him. We just might. We need to get rid of him, though. Delphador? Come over here and blast this troll with lightning, please. Wow, Delphador, you are a failure. Okay. How do I do this? You can get over there. So yeah, you shoot him with bows. That's fine. Conrad, you can go here and actually attack this guy with your sword. I know you're going to take damage doing that, but it won't matter because you won't be targeted afterwards. You, Madame, come over here and 49%, yeah, 49%, just entangle. Oh, so close. This horseman can finish off that troll. Well, great. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to open up this space so that I can get an attacker onto this space to do range damage, and then rush Haldiel up and take the shot to kill him. Because if I kill him, the scenario ends, and I win. Alright, Haldiel. Ooh, that is risky business. Basically, if I hit him with the first attack, he dies. If not, he gets to swing back, and I have a 60% chance of dying. This guy could do it in 2 hits. Actually has technically a slightly higher chance of death, but I care about him less, so let's go for it. There we go. Alright, the ship should arrive soon and will take you to Alduin, and we have killed the Orcish warlord, or warrior, who was leading the orcs. Fantastic, we should embark now. Safe voyage, rest assured we will never surrender to the forces of the Dark Queen, but first of all, I get to level up. So Harinal, the elvish fighter, gets to level up to either a captain or a hero. A captain has decent attacks and leadership. A hero has better attacks and more hit points, but no leadership. I like leveling up to a captain first, because he's an effective unit. Not quite as good as hero, but effective, and also, you know, helps my level 1 units, which is really important. So, we've leveled up, and we have won the scenario. Blackwater Port. We got the early finish bonus, a very small early finish bonus, and a little bit of gold. So we have 23 bonus gold for the next mission. And more importantly, we leveled up our... We did pretty well in terms of experience. Haldiel is very close to leveling. Raniel just needs to fight 3 times and she'll level. We got another level 2 unit. And we got some experience on our other horsemen, which will be very useful in the days ahead. We also managed to get a little bit of experience on Conrad and Lissar. Conrad's about halfway leveled up to level 3, and Lissar is on the way, not nearly there yet, but will be leveled up to an Elvish, I forget what they're called, the high-level rangers. You can look at them here, an Elvish Avenger, which is an even higher level and better unit with a cooler sprite. So, hopefully we'll be able to get all that done in the next scenario without losing anybody important. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. If you're liking this series so far, leave a like on the video, let YouTube know to help it know what to promote so that other people can see it. And consider subscribing to the channel. But whether you do or not, I will see you in the next one. Take care.